Capella University is an accredited, fully online university offering 144 graduate and undergraduate specializations and 17 certificate programs. It has an enrollment of over 37,000 learners from all 50 states and from 59 countries. BMGT 8004, Theory and Practice in Business Management, winner of the 2013 Blackboard Exemplary Course Award Director's Choice, is the first course in the Business Management Doctoral Program at Capella University. This presentation will highlight some of the design principles and features that make BMGT 8004 an exemplary course. Expectations are heavy for a first course. Not only must it orient a learner to the school, the program, the course room, the discipline of scholarship, available resources, and the expectations surrounding all of these, but it must do it in such a way that the learner stays engaged and motivated to continue on in the program. Too often, first courses can become simply a laundry list of things for a learner to wade through. This course is exemplary in the way that it structures those myriads of expectations and requirements, richly layering them into a clean and focused way forward. It is important to Capella that learners understand how the courses they take and the activities in which they engage in their courses support the learning outcomes or competencies of the course and the goals of their program. An exemplary feature of this course is the course alignment map, which visually and interactively demonstrates to the learners the alignment relationships between program outcomes, course competencies, and specific course activities. This map provides learners with a holistic overview of the structure of the course. Because these are first-time learners, this course continues to make these alignments transparent by including an activity context statement before each learning activity, indicating the competency which this activity is helping the learner to master. Units 1 through 4 are foundational and are structured to expose learners to the expectations, both stated and unstated, that often surround doctoral scholarship, as well as the concepts of scholarly writing, information literacy, and critical thinking. Unit 1 employs a series of media pieces that provide jumping-off points for learners' reflection and aid in integrating these new learners to the world of scholarship. In the media piece, Becoming a Scholar, faculty members introduce them to provocative ideas about what it means to become a scholar. The media piece, Hitting the Wall, acknowledges the practical difficulties that can be encountered when undertaking doctoral studies and provides suggestions for how to address them. To persuade learners to proactively reach out to their peers for support, they are encouraged to participate in informal synchronous feedback and study groups for support. This course places a high value on reflective practice, reinforcing the belief that creative and innovative scholarship is based in self-awareness, critical self-evaluation, and positive self-regard. In Unit 1, learners are introduced to the idea of reflective practice and are encouraged throughout the course to share reflections on their journey with each other, practicing collaborative thinking based in respect and honest reflection. Each of the next 3 units focuses on scholarly writing, information literacy, and critical thinking, respectively. Learners are introduced to iGuide, a university-wide resource center with its wealth of tutorials and guides, the Writing Center, and the Capella Library. They assess their own skills, reflect upon their growth edges, and map out ways to address them. Learners share their reflections with their peers and practice building cohort support opportunities through Adobe Connect. In Units 4 through 10, learners begin to apply the scholarship skills and knowledge they have acquired to the study of business leadership. Since this is the first course in a program that will culminate in the creation of a dissertation, it was determined that requiring the learners to create a research proposal on a business management topic of their choosing would provide an authentic measurement of their mastery of 3 of the course competencies. In these final units, learners explore what it means to be a critical thinker and begin to build a final project that parallels, in a much simpler fashion, the building of a dissertation proposal. The coursework in the Business Management Doctoral Program culminates in a comprehensive examination. The rubric for the exam can appear quite different to learners than the rubrics in typical Capella courses. A concern is that learners are frequently not prepared to write to the expectations established by this rubric. BMGT 8004 is exemplary in the way it introduces learners to the comprehensive examination expectation at the very start of their career, demonstrates the relationship between the exam rubric and course rubrics through the media piece Rubrics and Grading at Capella, Becoming a Scholar, and reinforces the expectation by requiring learners to practice evaluating their own work and the work of their peers using the exam rubric. This course begins by surfacing fears and being honest about the challenges to come. It connects learners to one another through their initial reflections on these challenges and begins the transformation that will turn them from isolated individuals into peers and colleagues. It builds confidence, not, for example, by telling learners they have to improve their poor writing skills, but rather by explaining that scholarly writing is a skill no one is born with, but can be developed. It respects the pace at which individuals learn, not, for example, by setting up study groups and slotting learners into them, but by providing tools and encouragement for them to form the sort of group they need, with the people they need, when they need it. It encourages honest reflection and respectful responses in discussions. At the same time as it sets an encouraging tone, it also demands increasing rigor as learners develop their skills, evaluate the work of their peers, practice critical thinking, practice library skills, practice writing skills, begin to immerse themselves in scholarly literature, learn the elements of a research proposal, and achieve a sense of accomplishment by completing the course project. Bringing them full circle, learners again reflect on their progress and redefine their path forward in their career as a scholar.